Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust. Alongside me, dressed as Lethal Weapon, Kyle Wallace. All black all the time.
I look handsome, all black, everything. All black, everything from the skin to the shoes, baby.
Oh, that was poetic.
Yeah, very. Brad Nortman, white as a ghost, and the opposite as Kyle Wallace.
He has on black.
I have on black.
And it makes the white stand out very much so on that pale skin.
Especially this time of the winter. I feel ultra pale. You know, not a lot of sun on this pale, pasty skin, but it's contrasted well against all this free gear.
I do look forward to hot guy summer. I'm not like going to get like really cut again, but
why not?
Naturally,
you're getting married. You probably should.
You're right.
Think about like the honeymoon, Ben. Ooh. You want to be looking fresh.
At this point.
When I went on the honeymoon with Lexi, I did like a 2-month
bicep curl routine,
up, upper body.
Yeah, cool as right, Strofe.
And it all went out the window when we got there.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Of course,
because
this
Brad,
is your job.
Brad talking about you called yourself pasty,
pasty pale.
Is it false advertisement if somebody wears makeup that makes them a little bit darker, like they have a tan, but their skin don't match the hands don't match the face? Watching Love Is Blind, I saw that. I said, "Ooh, that's false advertising."
I thought you were talking about Sammy Sosa.
That is also weird. That's he mutilated himself.
But you do all sorts of things to just curate your body. People dye their hair.
Okay.
Some people.
I'll tell you what. Ladies are very observant. She was one time we were at a wedding or something. My fiance goes, "Look at her face. Look at her hands.
Yeah,
different colors."
I noticed that too. It's a turnoff. I will say that.
I know. I want the
I
whole
want it to be
like
even.
Even Steven.
Yeah, I want my baby to be even.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. Less is more. You can catch us on YouTube with our normal shades of skin color, matching face and hands on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison.
Have you guys ever gotten like a spray tan? Or
no.
tan or anything?
Did he really just ask you?
You've done a spray tan.
I've done a couple.
Come on, did you really just ask? Did you really just say guys? You would say big.
I mean, Ben and Stroke. Spray tan. Kyle, I mean, I don't know. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, you get a little darker when you go on vacation in Mexico.
Let me just tell you this: people, my complexion. I mean, you get some light skinned folk, a little lighter, brighter. Might get some spray tans, but a brother as chocolate as I am, there is no such thing as a bronzer or a tan that you spray on. It's called I just go sit out in the sun a little bit and get my sun-kissed dark chocolate.
Sun-kissed.
Well, I can promise you that Alex Strofe has not. There's no way in hell he's gotten a spray tan.
He looks like he burns.
I would say I'm not. I would say I'm not. Would you not remember the time that he laid at Bradford Beach?
Yeah,
that's right. My entire chest peeled off.
That he falls asleep, might have 1 or 2 extra carblesses, and then he wakes up burned.
Yeah,
we've all been there.
That's the only time it ever happened to me to that degree. But that was awful. Remember,
it was a second-degree burn.
My entire chest was peeling.
That's
off.
crazy.
But it was like it wasn't peeling like a normal peel. It was like is the skin gonna regenerate itself after this peel?
See a doctor.
I have good news. It did regenerate. Yes.
Are you darker in that spot than the other spots?
No, he's still white as can be.
Can you see?
Don't want to.
And I don't think I want to see you there.
Lift your shirt up.
Yeah, those monitors blocked a view that nobody in the world wanted to see on YouTube or in real life.
What type of workspace is this where somebody just flashes you?
Yeah, he is flashing you right now. He just flashed us.
This isn't a good flash.
Boy, I was pasty white. That is white.
You're gross.
This is a disgusting image. I look left and right. All I see is its chest.
Could you imagine if he did the 3-cone combine drill shirtless?
Oh, it'd be hideous.
That would have went 10 million views.
Oh my gosh!
No.
I think
people look at that pasty, hairy.
Yeah, that is
hairy.
gross. Yeah, hairy.
Is it true Ben Brust didn't? Okay, one of the first Ben Brust interactions I ever had. Sorry to derail. This was back in 2020 or 2021. I had just started working at Good Karma Brands in ESPN Madison, and Ben sent me to get him coffee.
No way.
You did
no
not.
way.
I was
this is made up.
I was going to get coffee, and Ben asked for a black coffee.
How do you ask? Was it kind, or was it was just get me one too?
He didn't think I was worthy of his attention yet, so it was very quick.
Now
anyway.
I give you at least the I buy, you fly.
Yes,
you go get it. I buy it for you. Back then it was give me a coffee.
I get back, I give him his coffee, and he is explaining to me and our general manager at the time, who's now at ESPN Chicago, Keith Williams, that he didn't start growing chest hair until he started drinking recently black coffee. So he was like 29, 30 years
I
old.
still don't have chest hair. Like I have little like random strands.
Got a little
that
taco
pop.
meat. I got a little taco
No,
meat.
mine doesn't curl
Taco
like
meat,
yours.
what a terrible way to phrase
Yeah,
it.
it's just
Mine does, girl. I got more than you.
Absolutely. I mean,
Oh, wow.
I'm not really. I mean, just.
Oh, wow,
I'm
you're
not. I'm bare chested.
As can be.
That's embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing. It's great. The lady loves it. Lady loves it. I'm smooth as can be.
Smooth as baby's bottom.
I will say, I think I'd rather either be completely
Be hairy or
smooth
smooth.
super hairy. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm kind of like in
You're
between.
you're a
too.
tweener. You're in a bad
I'm
spot.
a tweener, so like I don't know, like is it masculine or is it weak because I can't grow a full, broad chest hair.
You know what's awkward? Is I pulled my shirt down thinking it was normal, and then when Ben did it and you did it, I felt a little offended and disgusted.
Why?
And I thought to
Why
myself,
were you offended and
Offended
disgusted?
and
Because that's what you did.
I don't know.
You pulled your shirt down.
No, I pulled my shirt down, and then when you do something you think is fine, and then when other people do it, you say, "Ew, this is kind of weird."
You saw Strofe do it before you put your shirt down.
I
Kyle, if there's anyone that exposes their upper body than anyone on KBN, you've done it the most.
I'm now regretting that because maybe that's just a little bit over the line. Like, can we just agree for the rest of the show? No more chest from Strofe and no more chest hair from the rest of us.
Well, we did
No
it
more
on camera.
skin
Strofe
exposed.
actually did it not on camera.
Yeah, we
Well,
did it for
and-
show. Strofe, you did it for fun.
I did it for you.
And
Why'd
we
you-
did about 2 inches of our upper chest. Strofe did his entire torso.
Strofe legitimately never go to New Orleans, Strofe, because Strofe, you're gonna be flashing everybody left and right on the streets. Have beads for days. Thank goodness the Packers didn't make it.
They won't throw them beads because they won't see anything.
That's very.
No, they will see just white.
That's what I'm saying. What's the anti-bead?
Is he wearing a V-neck?
Is that the outline of like a? You should like get the tan thing where you put like a logo on your skin and then get the tan and then take it off so it's in white. You got to get like you got to utilize your white skin to get some cool tanning tattoos.
Now that would be a good
What?
like.
Hold on. Don't even respond to that.
He knows exactly what I'm talking
What
about.
the hell was that?
I don't know.
You've heard of this before, right?
I mean, yeah, but what was the? He
Wait a minute, people get tattoos in the sun?
So basically, to tan, they cover up.
Stumbled.
Yeah, I did stumble into
You
this.
stumbled through and tried to explain that I could somehow look cool by putting a smiley face on my lower stomach for some reason.
Oh,
Yeah.
so then it like the outline.
Yeah.
I said
It would be a
somebody-
good like bet to lose. Like if you lost
Yeah.
a bet, that'd be a good way.
I
to,
said
like,
to
a
somebody
I
before
love
the
Ben
show today.
Brust covered on your
This
skin.
is what I mean. I said to somebody before the show today, Benny's got manic energy.
Oh,
Do I? I got a lot of work done today.
And they replied with, good luck with him. So
Who's they? Who's this? Who are you texting behind my back
this
like
is not,
this?
this is a text. This,
This
is
is
face-to-face
person.
conversation.
I may have heard a little bit of the conversation.
Damn! Is this
you
not
had-
what y'all think of me?
Yeah.
You had manic energy. You was
And it's
bouncing
funny,
around.
every
bouncing.
time
we're bouncing.
every time
touching
you
me.
guys are like talking or say something worth like me hearing, you never have the nerve to tell me until these microphones
The
are on.
nerves?
You
It's the ultimate trust tree.
No, it's
When
the
those
ultimate. You guys are
microphones go
soft
on.
and can't have direct conversations with me.
No.
You need everyone else to have groupthink around you.
Hold on. Just let's time out for a quick
Man,
minute.
he's
You-
lashing out hard.
Whoa, that
think-
was
You think I'm not capable of telling you have manic energy? Is that the ultimate point
off
you're trying
the
to make?
air, or yeah, I mean, like you just wait to bring it up. Be like, oh, I was talking to these people, guys. Guess what they're thinking about Ben? He's got manic energy, and then
this is
Kyle
a
and Brad are
lash
like, oh yeah, a bunch of group think over here.
Why are you lashing out like
that's
this?
lashing out.
This
to
is
the
extreme.
defined.
Yeah,
My goodness.
This is my point.
No. I mean, what you have manic energy. That's okay. Somebody made an observation. We happen to hear, and we all probably.
Why am I getting all
makes for a great
sensitive
show.
right now?
You are getting sensitive.
Oh man,
You know what?
I love Manic Ben.
do you?
Don't
Yeah.
get sensitive because I talked about the fact that men need to be able to be sensitive.
You talked
is this
about
being
that?
sensitive?
Yeah, this is. He said he's sensitive and be sensitive. It's good. Let it
Yeah,
out.
you guys are talking about me behind my back.
I'm glad you're letting it out, and I'm going to tell you, man up, tighten up.
Oh wow, that's the opposite.
That's
of,
good coaching.
Of
See,
receiving
no,
sensitivity.
see, Colin knows how to reach me.
Yes, suck
He
it up.
challenged me. He said, "You know what? Suck it up.
Yep, tighten up.
I'm not a Gen Z. I don't shut down. I keep
Nope.
on rolling. Pick
John-
up the lunch pail and get back to work."
Big John didn't raise no softy.
No, he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
No, he didn't, Kyle.
Yes, he did.
You're the best. So how do I go to the segment we were supposed to do here?
Well, you see, I don't think that's happening at this point. So my suggestion to you, but you are welcome to do whatever you
Yeah, I
like. This
will.
is feedback.
But I'm asking for the on-air suggestion.
Sure. I would personally say, hey, Brad, why don't you tell us about our friends at blank? And then we will go to a commercial break. and then we will come back and do the segment we were supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, Devontae Adams is a free agent.
Wow.
Don't.
We had a whole meeting,
But I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't
late.
put it past you because the
I
news
thought
cycle
that
is
was real.
24 hours behind with Kyle Wallace.
when you did
and even
send
when we
it-
talked about it for an hour, I still think there's a chance that it didn't compute in your head.
I did not say much about it in the show prep, but I did. You sent it. I feel like I saw it during Truth to Power. I saw it, and I mentioned KBN
That's a
today.
that's a miracle.
Oh, wow.
That's a miracle.
Another mention.
No, I said the other show that I do, KBN.
The
Kyle
other
Brunson-
show. The
Brunson
other
Norris.
show.
I said ESPN Magazine.
The ugly stepchild of what I do.
What
in
am I
my-
supposed to say?
You know, I love KBN Nation. I love Truth Nation. I love KBN Nation.
I love all nations.
Yeah, but we have a Carbless Talking text line, and Brad can tell you about his love for Carbless.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a nation we're going to talk about, Carbless Nation is something I love in addition to KBN Nation. It's a perfect marriage, KBN Nation, Carbless Nation. It's meant to be. And another thing that's meant to be is you trying the Tropical Bliss Variety Pack. Brand new flavors from Carbless coming in 2025, and you're not going to want to miss it. I know it might be gray and rainy and cold outside, but you will be transported to paradise when you taste the tropical, delicious flavors of blood orange, watermelon, raspberry, and grapefruit. It's like a mini vacation each time you take a sip. And let me tell you, blood orange, it's going to knock your socks off. All four flavors are outstanding, but blood orange is unbelievable. Find also the 4-pack of the mango vodka cocktail that also feels like you are just sipping fresh mangoes right out of a can. It's Carbless. You know at this point they knock flavors out of the water. It literally feels like it's a bottled up blood orange, watermelon, raspberry, grapefruit, and mango, and you get to enjoy every bit of it. And it's also the guilt-free experience you've come to love with Carbless. No carbs, no sugars, no gluten, 100 calories per can and less carbonation. All the beautiful things that make Carbless so unique, so tasty. I just convinced myself I'm going to have a Carbless tonight. So join me and discover why this is more with Carbless.
All right, maybe I do have manic energy. Maybe I don't know what's going to happen the rest of the show, but what I do know is Devontae Adams was cut. And I want to know if you are just making a full-on case for Devontae to come here, or if you're anti-Devontae to Green Bay. I'm okay with that, too. I want all opinions at this point before legal tampering starts on Monday. Give us your case. Make the case for Tay. Make the case for the Packers without Tay. 800-990-3776. Devontae Adams cut. Do you want him? Next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN.
You throw hands?
Do I throw hands?
With T.O.
Will I?
No,
I throw hands with Andre the Giant, man.
I love you, Lou. That's Lewis from the north side. The north side always knows.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Multiple sclerosis is an unpredictable, often disabling disease of the central nervous system. There is currently no cure for MS. Symptoms vary from person to person, and MS does not discriminate, as anyone can be diagnosed. An estimated 1 million people in the United States live with MS, with more than 20,000 right here in Wisconsin. The National MS Society funds cutting-edge research, drives change through advocacy, and provides programs and services to help people affected by MS live their best lives. Connect with nationalmssociety.org to learn more.
Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Kyle Walsh for Universal Windows Direct. Tax season is here, and what better way to reinvest in your home than with brand new energy-efficient windows? During Universal Windows Direct tax time sale, you can save big now. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and there's no limit. Need 4? You only pay for 2. And here's something that will make your wallet even happier. Pay no interest until 2030. Schedule your free in-home estimate or visit universalwindowsdirect.com, and like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
When you don't compromise on the court, you shouldn't compromise off of it either. Lose the calories, not the taste. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Copyright 2024.
Hey, Bucks fans, enjoy Michelob Ultra at Champs Americana in Brookfield, the Sandlots of Salem in Salem Lakes, Kelly's Bleachers Big Bend, Magoo's on the Mound in Milwaukee, and Curly's Waterfront Sports Bar and Grill in Pewaukee. Michelob Ultra, proud sponsor of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Kevin Morat, Mentality founder here with a wake-up call. You're running on fumes, gentlemen. Just 1/3 of the free testosterone you need. That's why you're drained, defeated, and disgusted with your progress. But here's the truth. Mentality doctors specialize in epic comebacks. Our clients show an increase of 30% testosterone levels within the first month. We don't just treat men, we reignite lives. Just imagine the focus, energy, and drive being restored. Your comeback starts now. Don't wait. Make this your best year yet. Start today at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
show. Guys, let's talk about something important. That's you. Hey, it's Brad Nortman. Taking care of your health and appearance isn't just about looking good. It's about feeling strong, confident, and ready to take on the world. At Quintessa Aesthetic Center, they make it easy. With experts in advanced skincare, body contouring, and anti-aging treatments, Quintessa's here to help you stay sharp and at your best. Trust me, when you look good, you feel even better. So why wait? Visit myquintessa.com and take the first step toward a more confident you.
So many of our youth carry unimaginable burdens. Anger, depression, even thoughts of suicide. At Rawhide Youth Services, we recognize their pain. We help them find hope and healing. For those that need a second chance at life, we refuse to give up on them. Please be a part of our life-saving work. When you donate your used vehicle to Rawhide, you're helping change the lives of countless youth in our communities. Go to rawhide.org/donate and help them realize a brighter future today.
For your fellow fanatics and your number one fans, for your game day compatriots and your personal cheerleaders, for all the reasons you smile, get covered with dental and vision insurance from Delta Dental of Wisconsin and Delta Vision. Support your overall health so you can be your best for those who matter to you most. Call Eric Pearson. Eric Pearson, Saganiac Planning, 262-783-6161. Saganiac Planning, a name synonymous with employee benefits and top-notch service. The Saganiac Planning Marquette basketball greatest scorers. Tony Smith, he had crazy numbers. In '87 as a freshman, 8 points per game, 8. And yet his senior year, it tripled to 24 a game. Smith's average for many years was the highest single-season scoring average in Marquette history. And he scored 44 against Wisconsin. And 2 weeks later, 43 against Butler. Think. 87 in 2 games, when as a freshman, he scored 234 in an entire season.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. Less is more. Davante Adams was cut by the Jets. Kyle and Brad were like, you got to go now. You got to trade for him now. You can restructure the deal now. You guys would be suckers as GMs. Suckers.
I don't know.
Suckers. You need to be more connected with league sources.
Well, now you got to compete. Who wants to compete for the cute girl? That's all. It's too much work. Too much work. Got to spend all this extra money.
Well, if it's worth it and it can make your life happier, a.k.a. the Packers better. So at this point, I want to know, make your case for Davante Adams for the Green Bay Packers and not for the Green Bay Packers. You're Goody. Goody's listening right now, everyone. Goody is listening right now. What do you want to tell him about Davante Adams being available in free agency? 800-990-3776. Brad, let's start with you.
Goody, it's time. You know you need a number one wide receiver. That was clear last year. In just 11 games with the New York Jets, Davante Adams put up 67 catches, 7 touchdowns, 854 yards. That would have led the team, the Green Bay Packers, in touchdowns and almost led them in both catches and yards in 11 games with the Jets. Think about what he can do over 17 games with Jordan Love. No more messing around. You said it yourself. A sense of urgency needs to occur right now. You cannot have wide receivers making drops, being in the wrong position, being ineffective. Davante Adams can cure all of that for your young budding quarterback, Jordan Love, who has a defining year in year 3. No better way to have a defining year than have a defining receiver who can help make that happen. 2 years, give him $20 million a year. That's right, I'll overpay for him just a little bit, and you get yourself a number one wide receiver who will lead your team in every receiving category for 2 years and help your young quarterback and get your offense as effective as all the rest from the NFL to make it finally Super Bowl caliber.
All right, that's Brad Nortman. As Goody's listening right now, what would you say to Goody? 800-990-3776. Davante's a free agent. You want him? You don't want him? You tell us. Diana McGuanago. We got a question for Brad and a comment on Davante. A double whammy.
Ooh.
I do.
Hey, Dirty D.
Brad,
yes.
You're the hey, buddy. First of all, you're the big carbless guy. How is I picked up a 4-pack of the pineapple because I really like pineapple. Have you ever had the pineapple one?
I love the pineapple, Diana. I love it. Have you had it yet?
No, I picked the 4-pack above it on the weekend, but I didn't. I was so busy I didn't get a chance to drink it, and I thought I'd ask you because I knew you're the carbless guy.
Diana, if you're a pineapple fan, you are going to love pineapple carbless. Give us a call. Let us know what you think about it when you finally taste it. I'm eager to hear what you think.
And quick on Devontae D.
I think they should pick him up because they really, really need a veteran's presence in the locker room.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Over to the KBN Sports Desk with Alex Strofe.
How about some breaking news on a Tuesday afternoon for you fellas? The Green Bay Packers and kicker Brandon McManus have agreed on a 3-year, $15.3 million deal.
Oh, well, Goody's spending that money. That's urgency, baby. That's urgency.
Which includes a $5 million signing bonus. So the good news is, fellas, we're not dealing with that kicker crap anymore. Welcome back, McManus.
$5 million.
I'll give it a clap.
He signed an oldie but a goodie. McManus is 33
An oldie but a
going on
goodie.
34, I think. Oh, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. You got Isaiah McDuffie yesterday, a serviceable guy.
Easy now. Easy now. Easy now.
He's bringing in guys. He's bringing back guys that were serviceable, right? And Brandon McManus, and though it's a kicker, we're gonna clap about that.
Yes,
Hell
we are.
Yeah, we're gonna clap about that because we went through a year and a couple months of misery because of the fact that the Packers could not figure out the kicking situation.
Oh, Braden Narvison missed to the right more than the average golfer who picks up golf misses their fade slice to the right.
But this is a commitment to wanting to be competitive because now in the window that he talked about, 3 to 5 years, now we're going into year 3 of Jordan Love starting of this Super Bowl window that is open. You can't mess around drafting some kicker and maybe not working out. You bring in a guy that was stable and you continue to keep him here. So this just shows that Goody is willing to sign older guys if they can contribute.
All right, it's a different position.
It's a different position.
Okay,
but
it's not. Come on, slow down.
Important step. I will say this is.
I think everything you said is Raccoon Goody learning from past mistakes.
Right, Raccoons learn from past mistakes, and Goody should learn from his past mistakes. And it looks like he has.
Raccoon-a-coons.
He has re-signed. This is the
For those who don't know why we're bringing up a raccoon, I have them in my trash attacking my home.
This is the oldest signing he has probably ever made.
Okay, enough with the age.
All right.
The age is important.
I know he's right, but I just want it to be very clear. Signing of a kicker at a position where they don't get hit is not like, let's wait to go. He's going older card.
Okay,
but
why
I'm
did you
a
do that
little
before?
more Team Kyle on this one, right? Because he tried over and over to get that young kicker, and he just said, "Okay, I'll pay an old guy."
I'm all for this. I'm Team McManus. I'm just saying before we say he's going to go sign a bunch of older guys now.
That's fair.
I think we need to slow down on using McManus as the linchpin to be like, you know what? He's going to hold it down at the kicker position. We're going to get old guys now to hold down wide receiver and cornerback. Like, I love it. It's the smart move. It's just funny to me that as we talked to Rob Domofsky many times, and he brought up this 3 to 5 year plan that he wrote about on ESPN.com. You know, I don't know where on the list signing Brandon McManus was, but it definitely was something that he wanted to accomplish, and he did accomplish, and it does bring stability to the spot that all of us were holding our breath, and what's going to happen next? Extra points from Anders Carlson to field goals from Anders Carlson to extra points from Braden Narvison to field goals from Braden Narvison to now when you watch the TV screen, you're like, it's going in. It's going right through.
And see, the thing about this, why I'm so excited about it, it's not just because of Brandon McManus, but because it makes our special teams that much better, right? And it solidifies that. And Brandon McManus, by the end of this contract, whether he's still here or not, I don't know, but I do know he still has something left in that leg. But Goody has a reputation of wanting to get younger. He talks about this is a young man's league. And so knowing that he's actually acknowledging that sometimes you need to be able to bring in a veteran to, make a position more consistent. This doesn't mean he's going to go out there and sign Devontae Adams, but hopefully what this means is that he is learning from the past and understanding now is the time to strike. Before, you had to deal with the contract of Aaron Rodgers. You had to deal with the dead cap of that. You had to deal with the dead cap of David Bakhtiari. Now that you are completely free from all that stuff, and now that you have the money, now is the time to go ahead and bring in guys that can truly help you compete right away.
Does this count as an impact signing?
I think you are underestimating how frustrating it was having Anders Carlson.
I'm more so saying because he was on the team last year.
Well, it's absolutely an impact signing.
I know.
You got a top end specialist.
I know. We're
always applauding.
All of our conversations have been looking at outside of the Green Bay Packers to bring pieces in to bolster the roster. This was one where, Isaiah McDuffie happened as a linebacker. It's not an earth-shattering move.
No, not at all. But you bring back a guy that deserved to come back.
according to you.
He's just, I mean, who would be mad? I mean, is anybody mad?
I mean, it was funny. I saw a tweet of Kyle Wallace saying, "This is great," and then the tweet above it from somebody else was like, "I don't get this one from Goody." So my sample size is two different people that I've seen.
Who was the other person?
I can't remember right now. I just thought it was hilarious.
No name.
Yeah, Kyle Wallace was the no name, and the other person,
but in reality,
had some equity.
But when we talk about getting back to the Devontae conversation, the Packers absolutely need to be putting on a full court press in order to get Devontae Adams back on this football team. This Packers team is not that far off from being competitive. If you add in a number one legitimate threat at wide receiver, it makes this team that much better.
Well, they are competitive, so you need to say what they're being competitive for.
No, but now you have the issue at the end of the year. If your quarterback is talking about in week 13, 14, 15, 16, he's talking about guys not getting separation. That is frustration that has bubbled up over the course of a season. You know who knows how to get separation? One of the best separators and route runners in the NFL, and Devontae Adams. And until these guys are ready to go, you need to bring in somebody that can help you get to where you want to go, who can help those young guys come along, but also deliver each and every time you are on the football field. So the Green Bay Packers need to make sure that they are making that call to Devontae Adams' agent and doing everything they can to bring him back to Green Bay, because Devontae Adams gets you that much closer to beating the Philadelphia Eagles, to beating the Detroit Lions, to beating the Minnesota Vikings. He helps this team get that much better because they have not had a receiver like Devontae since Devontae. And that has been 4 seasons now, right? 2021?
22. 21, yeah. 22 is gone.
And the other problem is, too,
3 seasons.
You make decisions in the context of options, right? And you look at the other options out there. We know T. Higgins has been tagged, so he's not going to enter free agency, and they're trying to extend him.
They're trying to extend him. They're likely not going to do the Devontae tag and trade.
We can assume T. Higgins is off the table. Let's say the Packers don't get Devontae Adams. Well, what are you left with then? You're left with
trading for DK Metcalf, as reports were earlier.
Yeah, but then you're giving up a receiver and maybe a high draft pick. The other free agents, I mean, Chris Godwin.
Coming off of injury, I don't love it.
Keenan Allen.
I like Chris Godwin a lot, but it just seems like if you're going to go bolster the room, Chris Godwin's a no.
Yep. Keenan Allen, a shell of himself last year. I mean, he was always on and off injured. He's not the separator he used to be. He's going to be 33 and 34 next year. Not worth it. I mean, then you're talking about truly wide receiver 2 and 3s. Marquise Browns, Amari Cooper, Stephon Diggs off an ACL. MVS is in the top 10 as far as like best receivers available. So I look at these guys, and it's a lot of ho-hum, a lot of guys that do not move the needle. So if you miss out on Devontae Adams, your best bet is just turning back the clock with the guys you got and maybe drafting another guy. And then your question mark of who's going to be the wide receiver 1, you go into the season with that huge gaping hole of a wide receiver 1 that truly isn't on the roster. So if you don't get Devontae, the Packers will be without a wide receiver 1 in 2025.
Unless they draft one in the first round, which history has told us is not going to happen.
At 23, it's not a spot.
Emeka Ibuka could be a guy. I mean, I don't know.
Again, he's not coming in and being the number 1 wide receiver.
You don't know that. I can't say
he's
his
a plug
first
and
name,
play.
but McMillan from Arizona could be that.
See, but like, stop.
What do you mean stop? Wait a minute. Time out.
It's a need on a team you want to go to the Super Bowl. So
and you're saying, 23rd pick. Yeah, let's do this. Let's get a wide receiver 1 right there.
I did call it. Didn't I call it damn timeout?
And the referees ignored the timeout because the coach.
You don't get to dictate.
Technical foul. You.
My thing is this: is that how often have receivers come into the NFL and taken it by storm? Goody even said that wide receivers are so much better now that they're able to be instant impact guys, and you know within 2 years if a guy's going to be really, really good or not. And so for the Green Bay Packers, if they find somebody in the first round, I do think that they obviously are not going to be a superstar year 1, but they can be really, really good and clearly be a number 1 wide receiver.
So you trust Goody? They're not going to do it. This is wasted error. They don't do this.
If he drafts at the position of wide receiver, yes, I trust Goody to draft offensive linemen in the first round, and I trust him to draft receivers. And he hasn't done it, but receivers you just don't miss right now. I mean, how many times have they missed in the first round in the last 5 drafts? It seems like these guys are just like a factory. All these receivers are just so.
And he's mentioned it himself. He's mentioned the factory. So I understand what you're saying about how even Goody himself said these young wide receivers have the ability to make a strong impact right away. But if you're talking about next year being a championship team, I don't think you're drafting a wide receiver at 23 with the guys who haven't saying we have enough at the wide receiver position. It'd be a longer-term plan if you do that.
I agree, and I think, and I wholeheartedly believe that the Packers are going to explore trying to get Devontae Adams. There's going to be a conversation had where they're going to contact his agent. Now, are they going to sign him? I do not know, but there is going to be a conversation had. If he does not reach out to Devontae Adams, then this will be a failure on Goody for not trying to make sure
he's
all
going to
stones are
reach
unturned.
out to Devontae Adams.
So, all right.
It's just everyone's trying to ask her to prom. You know what I mean?
You know what would be better? If you asked her to prom before she was on the open market. If you say, hey,
are you dying on this hill?
Prom is, I know it's 3 months away. We ain't talking about it, but hey, Devontae,
yeah,
you want to be mine? And you say, ooh.
Because
I guess.
Because now someone's going to decorate her locker. Someone else is going to put flowers on her car.
Yeah, it might be a more sexier man that try to get her. I'll tell you right now, there's some sexier teens out there that might go knocking on that door.
There's some good-looking teens.
And let me tell you.
Well, our poll on Twitter at KBNESPN, which team do you think has the best chance to land Devontae Adams? The Chargers are leading the way, 24%. 49% is the Niners at 17%. The Packers are 39%, and the Rams are 20%. So despite us being probably a little biased and everyone being a little bit biased in who's ever voting on this poll, there's still some other options that people are leaning into. It's not completely Devontae, 60%, and then the rest are just, throwaway votes for the rest because people are excited about this. And there's a reason, there's a real connection to why he makes sense. Do you think Goody listened to the segment and was like, you know what, these guys gave me good advice of what to do with Devontae Adams?
Goody does not listen to anything that comes out of Ben Brust's mouth. We are on the list of when it comes on, he turns it off.
I don't know about that. Real good general managers like to hear things that they don't just like to be told that they're great at everything. They need to be pushed.
Okay, you know what, Ben? You know what? You're right. He is. Goody, what's happening, man? What's happening?
What's happening, man?
Let bygones be bygones, so we can go and get the hell on.
Well, we'll go get the hell on with a new era of NFL quarterbacks as we have the top 10 under 30 from Brad Nortman. Will Jordan Love make the list? Will Jordan Love be top 5? Where will he be on Brad Nortman's top 10 of NFL quarterbacks under 30? Why are you looking at me like that?
Because that's not next.
It is now. What's next?
Mark Tauscher.
Damn, I'm manic. Mark Tauscher, Packer Hall of Famer. Next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
Craig Counsell bobblehead that was given away, and we, just did a nice, soliloquy. Is that the right word?
Yeah, like a montage.
Like a Virgil.
Vigil?
Vigil. Vigil. A vigil. We did a vigil.
Vigil.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Elevate your game day gear or any outfit with official merchandise from the Milwaukee Bucks Pro Shop. From authentic jerseys to exclusive apparel and accessories, the Bucks Pro Shop has everything you need to showcase your fandom wherever you go. Cheer the Deer to victory with authentic Milwaukee Bucks items. Visit us at the Bucks Pro Shop at Fiserv Forum or Bayshore Mall, or shop online at shop.bucks.com.
Are you ready to shake things up at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee? All you gotta do is toss your rewards card into your favorite slots for drawing entries and a chance to be in the Roll for Riches game show. What's on the table? Oh, just $300K in cash and prizes. Play this March, and Thursday nights, you could get on a winning streak that, frankly, you deserve. Let it ride and Roll for Riches. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
American Family Insurance is a lot like Captain America. He protects the world.
It's just doing my job.
And we help protect your dreams with amazing auto and home coverage. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com. And see Marvel Studios' Captain America: Brave New World.
Suit up. We need to move.
In theaters February 14th. This film is not yet rated.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Look what I found.
What is it?
It's a list of the traditional and modern anniversary gifts for each year of marriage.
Sarah and I use a different list. But go ahead and tell us about yours.
The traditional gift for your first anniversary is paper, but the modern gift is a clock.
Well, our list says the first anniversary is always diamond jewelry.
What's your list called?
The People's Choice.
The traditional gift for your 6th anniversary is iron, but the modern gift is wood.
What a coincidence. For the 6th anniversary, our list says diamonds again. What do you have for the 10th anniversary, Rick?
Traditional is aluminum, modern is diamond jewelry.
Well, there you go. Our lists agree. What have you got for the 7th anniversary?
Copper and a desk set.
Nope. Diamonds again.
I'm beginning to see the wisdom of the People's Choice list.
It's good to have you on board.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Did you make up that People's Choice list, or is it real?
Well, we're people, aren't we?
Find the Kesslers nearest you at KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hi, I'm Jim Token, president of the Auto Dealers of Metro Milwaukee. Did you know that Adam members employ more than 7,500 people? Plus, Adam recently completed their 14th annual Feeding America Change Your Oil promotion. To date, Adam has donated over $875,000, which provided over 2.6 million meals. Start your next car search by finding an Adam member dealer at adam.com. That's ADAMM.com.
That weird Wisconsin weather is here. Snow one day, sun the next. But you can always count on Tsunami Express to keep your car clean. With 6 locations across southeastern Milwaukee, Tsunami Express helps fight that salt, grime, and mud with powerful vacuums and state-of-the-art wash technology. Technology like their best-in-class T2 with graphene for a long-lasting shine and protection. Stop at any Tsunami Express location and get your first wash free when you sign up online at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat. Terms and conditions apply. First wash free for new members only.
Wisconsin is still cattle country. And that's why Bunzel's chose to stay close to home to hand select the finest beef. Quality goes into everything they do, from Bunzel's expansive array of meats, homemade specialty sausages, and their award-winning beef jerky. It just isn't a proper holiday meal without Bunzel's top quality cuts on the dinner table. Tasting is believing. Visit Bunzel's at 90th and Burleigh or bunzels.com.
Mark Tauscher on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman is brought to you by Fleet Farm. Remember, if Fleet Farm doesn't have it, then you don't need it.
Chargers are leading the way, 24%. 49% is the Niners at 17%. Damn! 49% is the Niners at 17%. 49% is the Niners at 17%. All right, I know I made the mistake once. You didn't need to have it played 3 times now, El Strofe. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman here, joined by the Packer Hall of Famer, Mark Tauscher. You can hear Tauschi, Old T, on Willie and Tausch, 9 to noon across these very stations. What a time to be alive. Free agency is booming for the Green Bay Packers. Anxiety and blood pressure to be down with the signing of Brandon McManus. Tauschi, what do you think?
Yeah, it's a good signing. Yeah, it's a good signing, and I think obviously last year Goody learned some lessons as far as, the Anders Carlson and, then going to Narvi. You need to have some stability there. And when you're looking at being a championship team, there's no messing around with field goal kicking. You have to know. And one of the big things, every extra point felt like it was an adventure. And I know, they made some. It felt really things got solidified. I think this is a good move. You take one of the things that you got a lot better at and you solidified it. You're not messing around trying to find a younger, cheaper replacement. You have championship aspirations. You need to have a kicker you can trust. The Packers have a guy that they can trust, and they paid him accordingly. I feel really good about that move.
Tausch, the big news of the day outside of Brandon McManus, which I always applaud a specialist signing, is
jealous of the money though.
I mean, a little bit. You like to see that, but you're like, dang, they're getting $5 million for kickers nowadays. I played a little bit too early, but Devontae Adams being released by the New York Jets. Now, we know you're a Tay guy. We know that you'd like, just like us, we'd love to see him on the roster and be wide receiver 1 for Green Bay. Now, there's going to be competition for him now that he's a free agent. We were saying, I think you're going to like this analogy, there's a lot of people that are asking the pretty girl to prom now, right? Someone's decorating her locker. Someone's putting flowers on the car. There's a lot of other good-looking gentlemen that are also now striving for this, prime A type of prom date. My fear is the Packers don't get him, and if they don't get Tay, are they just out of luck when it comes to acquiring a number 1 wide receiver? Because I don't see any other good options.
Yeah, I mean, I guess depending on how you look at it, there's trades available, but this just makes too much sense on a lot of levels. And yes, I don't know. Devontae wanted to go back west. He wanted to go to the Raiders. He wanted to play with Carr. All of those things, it didn't work. And how much did he want to go west? Well, he flew. He went back as far east as you can almost go to New York to play with Aaron Rodgers. What Davante Adams, and this would be my advice to him, what he's looking for is to right a wrong. I think he was wrong on his assessment of Jordan Love, and that was a part of, not the money was the top part of why he left Green Bay and ended up being traded. But we've seen Jordan Love as a good quarterback, and he wants to be a Hall of Famer, and I think Davante is right there. Jordan Love can help him. I don't know where else he's going to go that he will be a no doubt number one. There's other places. The Rams have some young guys, the Chargers, which I think a lot of people are saying he wants to go back west. What is Jim Harbaugh? He is a run. He wants to run the football. Davante Adams has seen it. He knows Matt LaFleur's offense. LaFleur knows him. He has not slipped. His talent hasn't slipped. He can both right or wrong, come back, finish his career in Green Bay, where he's had an outstanding NFL career in Green Bay. There's just too many things. He's got a team that can win a championship. You're not in the West with all those other quarterbacks. The Packers can kind of right that wrong, saying we should have probably not traded you. He can also say, I should not have asked to be traded. Jordan Love is the guy. Jordan has pleaded already. He has been on podcasts saying.
I was going to say, he actually sounds like the desperate girl trying to dress the Packers locker in Car with Flowers.
Yes, and you heard him on Kay Adams' show. He is more than willing to come back. So, again, I don't know what inside of his heart, what he really wants, what his main objectives are. But if it is to be the number one wideout, to continue to stat pile, you get some stats up, to win, and to set a tone and really help a young group of wideouts that needs it, every box is checked. So now it comes down to money, and I would think, I don't know what he's going to end up getting, but Green Bay has cap space. Green Bay knows what this guy is all about. All of those things just make a ton of sense.
Hopefully he's listening to Natasha Bedingfield and he understands that the rest is still unwritten, and Davante Adams comes back and writes the rest of his story with the Green Bay Packers. Now, Tausch, you talked about why you believe that Davante should come back.
Yeah, seriously.
That was pretty good, Kyle. That was pretty good.
Good with words, really, Kyle Wallace.
You're welcome. But you talked about Davante and him coming back, but the other end of it is, how eager is Goody to want to actually bring him back and pay him and try to convince him that this is the place that he needs to be? Do you believe Goody will make that call and actually give him a legitimate offer, like a legit offer to come back home to Green Bay?
It all depends what everybody's terms of legitimate are. If it's going to be, $30 million, no. But if it's going to be in that 15 to 20, low 20s, I think that's fair market value.
Tough.
I do think there is. And Goody,
$15 million?
Goody's saying, what, too much? $15 million?
No, that's not too much. That seems like on the low end. 15, 20 million seems like on the low end for Davante Adams.
I don't know.
I think 20 is around that number.
I think it'll be in the low 20s. Okay. And, who knows, right? Nobody knows that market yet, who's going to end up going, because Davante is on the other side of 30. But from Goody's standpoint, he has been all offseason talking about urgency. That has been the buzzword. And he likes his young wideouts, but he saw what happened last year. There wasn't the consistency that was needed out of that position group. Davante he also knows what Davante is all about. He's a pro's pro. He's a route running. Every wideout wants to run routes like he does. You have that guy in your room, you're going to get more out of the guys you already have. All of that factors into this. So is there bad blood between the two? No, business is business. Time heals all wounds. And I think Goody realizes we need something to kind of get this going, not giving up 3 first-round picks or giving up a bunch of capital to bring in existing guys. This is going to cost you nothing compensation-wise outside of paying him money. You're not giving up draft picks. That's why I think it makes a ton of sense. And I do think Goody, whether or not Davante wants to come back and it's going to be the right number, those are questions that are fair. I think if both sides, if you're looking at it, what makes sense on both sides, it is a perfect fit for Green Bay because they need him, they want him, and they can help. He can help with the development of the young players. And from Davante's standpoint, he is going to be wide receiver 1 the moment he signs with the Green Bay Packers. So if that all happens, it just makes too much sense, and that's a little bit what concerns me, why it maybe won't happen.
So OT joining us here, Mark Tauscher, Packer Hall of Famer of Wilde and Tausch, 9 to noon across these very stations. You'll listen to Kyle Brust-Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. And Tausch, I asked this to Brian Balaga yesterday at the end of our show. If Goody were to make two moves, and we've all identified this as a group, and obviously Rob Domofsky shared with your show, he said the Packers are going to be interested in the wide receiver, cornerback, and defensive line markets. If only two of those three positions were to happen for the Green Bay Packers, what two positions would you choose in free agency or through trades before the draft?
Wide receiver and D-line. I think both of those spots are going to be openings. You already see Cooper Kupp's available. That's a position where I think you can find an older player that can still get it done. I think defensive back, you feel like you're okay. They played pretty good defense last time I checked, even with Jair being out. I think that's more where you draft a young player. Because let me ask you this. Darius Slay's 34, 35, whatever old he is. You think Goody's more apt to bring in somebody he doesn't know?
Nope.
That's of that age, or someone that he's had experience with in Devontae?
Experience with Devontae.
There you go.
Thank you for answering for the class, Kyle.
I think if you're going to bring in a Trey Hendrickson, who's a little bit older, I would love to see that. He's 30, 31. I think that defensive backfield, you want guys that are in those prime years, or you want to go young. There's just a lot that can happen back there. I don't know who's available, but obviously Slay and Bradbury from Philadelphia
DJ Reed
are both going to be available. But I think you're going to look at, from a free agency standpoint, you're going to look at those two and then see if there's someone that makes sense. I agree. I think you want to address two of those three, and then you don't want to get caught in a spot where in that 23rd pick you feel desperate to draft a certain spot. You want to pick the best available player. Where you get in the most trouble in the draft is when you start reaching because you have a need.
So, Tausch, rumors have it, before we let you go here, that you are keeping old girl, a.k.a. your wife, out of the kitchen moving forward.
Wait a minute, is that what you call her, old girl?
Wow.
Yeah, old girl.
No, I'm not kicking. Nobody said anything about kicking her out of the kitchen. I never said that. She has had this before, where she is not allowed to put things in the oven and or stove because she's had some issues burning things.
Old girl can't cook.
So it's not. I'm not.
No. He's not saying she can't cook,
she's
but I go through this as well,
She
Tausch.
is a great cook.
Can you monitor the thing that we're heating up in the air fryer? Oh yeah, I got it.
There's a timer.
And then
does she put a timer on, Tausch?
That's the thing is they have all the assets to do this, and it's just like, oh, I forgot, or I stopped paying attention.
Yeah. All I know is there have been issues, and she is a fantastic cook. I am just asking, and she can do what she wants. She's able to microwave, all this other stuff. It's actually more of a, we need to do more. Max and I need to do more. We need to cook more. And it's more from that perspective than if you want to look at it from a punishment standpoint. I look at it as a vacation that she gets from doing things, and we need to chip in and help more. That's how I look at it. You can look at it from either perspective. That's how the Tauscher family is looking at it.
Okay, then, Tausch, what's the best dish you make?
Oh, pasta! My pasta sauce is top notch.
Oh, with the Sunday sauce.
Chili as well, but my pasta sauce is top notch.
What color is
it? It's red.
I like a good red sauce.
Okay, Tausch.
Yeah, if you're gonna talk about a sauce, it's got to be red.
Is it for lasagna or is it for
lasagna?
No, spaghetti. It's spaghetti. I like to put the meatballs in late, let it soak up all that sauce, but you got to get the right kind of sausage to put in the sauce to get the right spice.
Oh,
spice,
and then
sweet.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, I like it a little kick. Absolutely.
Ooh, okay.
I need a little kick in my life.
Okay.
Old T, you're the little kick at 2:30 on a Wednesday, and or whatever today is. We
it's
appreciate
not Wednesday.
it.
I'll tell you that much.
Dang. And there he goes. Mark Tauscher, Packer Hall of Famer.
What's going on with you today?
You said I'm manic.
Yeah.
This is what you get when I'm manic. I say wrong things.
I didn't know
Chargers
that
are leading the way. 24%. 49% is the Niners at 17%. 49% is the Niners at 17%. Thank you, Stroh.
He's manic. Can I ask a question? When did he start calling his old lady old girl?
Forever. You just don't listen to the station.
Boy, I love that. Old girl.
Do you think baby girl will eventually turn into old girl?
She will be.
It's not old girl.
It's old girl.
It's old girl.
O-L-E.
O-L-E.
Yeah, old girl.
Brad goes old girl.
No,
Nobody wants to be called old girl.
Baby girl be old baby girl over there.
Maybe she's old baby girl.
Oh, but I love that so much. Old T and old baby girl. So good.
Old T knows a little bit about that financing for 6 years now, and maybe, just maybe, families will expand for me, Strofe, Maybe Kyle, maybe Brad.
Why am I first?
I don't know. I just think, you're ready for a kid.
Somebody accused him of being pregnant today.
Yeah, that did happen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not me.
Wow.
Accused my old baby girl of being pregnant.
Damn, you can't do that at the workplace. Tell us about Gina Dell from Pella.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what 6 years looks like from now? Hopefully, I'm expanding KBN Nation could look totally different in 6 years, but you know what will be the same? That will be your zero interest from Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. 6 years. You guys know this deal does not come around very often, if ever. So if you're finally looking to look at those windows, those doors, they're drafty, they're old, it's time that they get replaced. There is truly no better time than today to take advantage of this unique and rare offer from Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin for 6 years to pay off your windows and doors at 0% interest. So do not wait. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com, because guess what? This ends March 8th. That's 4 days away, so you got to act now.
PellaWI.com. Gina's been to my house. Joe Franco's been to my house. The installment team's been to my house. I had 0 for 60. You can get 0 for 72. That's redonkulous. I'm jealous of anyone who gets the consultation right now and takes advantage of this deal, because it'll be better than what I got. But I'm happy if you do, because then I know you're making the right thing. You're making the right step for your home, wherever you're at. Remodel, starter, long-term home. Gina does it better than anybody. I'm happily jealous of the 0 for 72s. Go get it done. 855-PELLA-WI or PellaWI.com. Are You Smarter Than Men Brust is coming soon, and I got to get a win in 2025, damn it.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
So they are lucky. Those other teams, whether it's Kentucky or whether it's Oregon or was it TCU?
That was TCU.
TCU, they're lucky I didn't play in that game. You got upset by a bad team, TCU.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. NFL draft season is upon us.
I can tell you why LaFleur doesn't go to the Combine. He doesn't have anything to do with the players that are picked. If I don't have anything to do with the players being picked, why am I wasting my time at the Combine? What's the point of me being there? I need to get to know the players? No, I don't. I can get to know them when he drafts them, and then they show up, and I learn about them that way.
Get all your pre-draft scoops here. The Homer Hour. Weekdays from 5 to 6 on 94.5 ESPN and streaming live on the ESPN Milwaukee YouTube channel.
No shortcuts, no compromises, just the job done right. At Exterior Pros, we don't just meet expectations, we crush them. Every nail, every window, every shingle is a step toward your home's next chapter. From the moment we start until that final reveal, we're committed to making your home better than ever. Quality products and craftsmanship you can count on. Go to the pros for your next project. Get started today and save $2,000. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's 262-800-4274.
Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some great news from my friends at Bank 5-9. For a limited time, you can earn as much as 4.8% on one of their CD specials. With 9, 17, and 25-month options, you're sure to find a CD that fits your needs while you earn a great return. It's simply another way Bank 5-9 is making lives better in our communities. Hurry! These high rates won't last long. Check out bank59.com/CD for more details. Member FDIC.
New treatments for joint pain are here. By now, you've heard about regenerative medicine. If you're wondering if you're a good candidate, answer these questions. First, does chronic pain in your knees, hips, shoulders, or other joints keep you from doing the things you enjoy? Golfing, jogging, time with the family. Does it hurt doing the things you need to do, like getting out of bed, sleeping, working, and walking? And finally, do you want to avoid surgery and all of the pain, long recovery, and uncertainty that comes with it? If you answered yes to any of those, you need to call QC Kinetics now. Learn about exciting advancements in regenerative treatments that can give you long-lasting pain relief with no drugs, no surgery, and no downtime. Get your free consultation today. Call QC Kinetics. That's QC Kinetics. Here's the phone number.
Call now, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474.
Let's talk about home turf. Your lawn is a reflection of your pride, hard work, and even competitive spirit. If you want a yard that makes the neighbors stop and stare, you need the right plan. That's where Weedman Lawn Care comes in. Weedman's lawn care program is kid and pet friendly, uses golf course quality fertilizer, and has an effective weed treatment to dominate any issue. Get a free quote of Weedman's winning formula for your yard at weedman.com and get 50% off your first treatment. That's weedman.com. Weedman for the win.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're going to be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TRAFFIC25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TRAFFIC25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TRAFFIC25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code TRAFFIC25.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Keeping perfect rhythm make you wanna swing along. Got it going on like Donkey Kong. And ooh, shut my mouth, slap your grandma.
That was a bad tease by me because we had people calling for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? I didn't give the number and what number you needed to be the caller of. So I wanted to answer the phone since Strofe was leaving our fans out there to dry. They're just calling into the universe. Nobody's picking up, so I wanted to be polite. Speaking of which, I'm done being polite because what's my record in 2025? Crap.
I'd have to do math.
Like 07-1?
That sounds about right, but let me double check.
I mean, you don't have to double check. I mean, it's March 4th. We probably had 8 weeks. 07-1.
Yeah, you got it. Nicely done.
Yeah, thank you.
Man, that
still requires math, though.
Rough. That's
rough.
That's
rough.
It is
what
rough.
if you go the whole year without winning?
That's the goal, Kyle.
I mean, that is the goal for you guys.
1/6 of the way done.
That's crazy.
So
that's hard to do.
So at this point, I got to go on a run to even get to 500. I'm in a bad deficit. I'm looking at the first overall draft pick.
When do I get to reset the record?
2026.
So we're just going 2.5 years with the same record?
No,
right now.
What
am I overall?
Where did I put my papers? You are 26, 30, and 10.
I think at this point, we'd probably just go with 07-1 in 2025.
Woo, that's
really
ugly.
You're gonna erase all the victories?
Yeah, it's a new year. I'm willing to be a man and own up to what this year is bringing me.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think 2025 is his own year. We combined 23 and 24 because we started at the end of 23, but now in 25 you start.
What's going on with Strofe back there? Did you lose your paper?
I think I did.
Is it the questions for Are You Smarter Than Ben
I
Brust?
have them on my computer, but
Did
I don't
the kid take it?
I typically score on paper.
Oh no. It's gonna be a hectic
and I don't trust
2-minute
these
commercial.
two. Brad gives answers when he reads the questions.
I didn't give you guys my papers, did I?
You did not give me the paper.
Because I always look for them, and you did not give me.
I must have left them upstairs.
All right, so I'll
don't
get the
let them
callers.
go upstairs. No, I got it. We'll be fine.
No, I'm saying I'll get the callers on the line right now. But what I want to know is, do I know who the guest Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust person is?
Do you know who they are?
Yes.
Like, do you know them personally?
Yes.
Yeah, you know who they are.
You know everybody.
Yeah, you know everybody I book.
Is this somebody that's going to make me mad?
Maybe.
Probably.
Well, then 800-990-3776, caller 20 for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? You get 15 questions in 90 seconds. You are allowed to say skip or pass. If you get through them all, you'll be able to come back on the other side and answer those questions you did not get to. If you win, you send me to a worse record than I have right now, which is 07-1, and it is not a good record. Your chance to beat me is next. 800-990-3776. That's caller 20. 800-990-3776 on the Carbless Talking text line. Caller 20 for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust in just 2 short minutes. Next.
Whether you're about to graduate high school or have been in the workforce for years, it's time to take control of your future. Welcome to Lakeland University, where you call the shots. We use our flexible learning formats to customize your degree path. In-person, online, and virtual classes are all available. Lakeland University is designed around you, your goals, your schedule, your future. You can even earn up to 25% of your degree via paid work experiences. Ready to take control of your future? Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Visit lakeland.edu/ESPN to learn more.
The new year is here, and we all know it's the perfect time to hit the reset button. Let's be real, guys. Feeling confident in how you look and feel isn't just for women. That's where Quintessa Aesthetic Center comes in. From now through March 31st, Quintessa is offering exclusive packages to help you start 2025 as a more confident you. Whether it's weight loss plans or even IV therapy, Quintessa has personalized options backed by medical experts to help you look and feel your absolute best. Visit myquintessa.com to learn more. Make 2025 the year you feel confident inside and out.
Be the MVP of gift giving with a Milwaukee Bucks gift card. From exhilarating Bucks experiences to unforgettable Fiserv Forum events, your gift card recipient can score tickets to Bucks games and other events through the Ticketmaster box office. Shop exclusive gear at the Bucks Pro Shop or get a favorite snack at Fiserv Forum's concessions. It's a win-win gift that lets them choose their experience. To purchase a gift card, visit bucks.com/gift cards.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Kyle Walls for Universal Windows Direct. The tax time sale is going on now, and they'll make your wallet even happier by paying no interest until 2030. Schedule your free in-home estimate today.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune into Kyle, Brust, and Nortman from 2 to 5 every day. WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
That's right, you are kicking it with KBN. This is Brad Nortman alongside Kyle Wallace and Alex Stroh just answering the phones. So many callers calling in for a segment we look forward to every week. Ben Brust is 0-7-1 when it comes to Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? And special guest, a voice that ESPN Wisconsin is very familiar with. You heard the cackle in Alex Stroh's three-cone drill.
How bad was Alex?
This is the worst thing I've ever seen.
And that is the voice of Josh DiMaggio, the question giver of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust this week. Joshy, how are you feeling for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? The true originator of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust, correct?
Yes, as the originator of this fine segment here that has grown beyond what anyone could have imagined, I am excited here to kind of take another step with this. The interesting part here, and I'm going to do a little self-evaluation, reading on the air has never been my thing. So these tryouts you guys had and all the issues with people reading on air and having issues, this isn't my game. So I'm more of the Strofe side. I write the questions, and then I evaluate people and laugh at them when they get very obvious questions wrong. That's been my role. So I am stepping out here, and I hope to not do what Brad did.
Giveaway answers?
Yes.
Yeah.
The first one right here is already catching me up.
It's not as easy as people think, Josh.
No.
First question is catching you up?
It's catching me up because I was reading it to myself quick to kind of, you study ahead. If you got a speech, you read ahead. And I was reading the answer as part of the question. And I said, well, I can't do that. Brad's been doing that.
Yeah, that's right. And you can't do what I've been doing. It's got me indefinitely suspended.
Yes.
So now is the time where...
You got suspended twice. You're 3 strikes. You got one more time. You're kicked off the show.
I don't know if I'll ever have another opportunity.
I do want to mention I am sitting in Ben Brust's spot on purpose to try and rattle him. I know he's going to come in here and trying to get me to move. I'm not moving.
I like it.
My butt's staying right here.
I'm ready for the controversy. It doesn't fair.
It's not my spot because I've heard about him cheating, looking at the yeah.
The rules say I get to sit here. ESPNWisconsin.com.
Also,
he's just making friends out there?
Yes, he is. The fact that he just stands out here and knows what the surprise is kind of eliminates any sort of, we're doing we're doing an entertainment here, Ben.
You are our first in-studio guest, so...
But no, he tried to cheat and look on the screen in a past.
Yeah,
we can work out the kinks.
Yeah.
Who do we got this week, Strophy?
We've got Mike in Lannon. Well, actually,
good old
a little
Lannon.
snafu. I'm going to bring this on the air. Our old buddy Chef Ed called in. He was caller 20. And then Chef Ed goes, Strophe, how many days ago was February 27th? Ben is trying to make me go faster, so I think we should really spread this out.
We can. Let's stretch our legs here.
Yeah, let's get comfortable. So, Chef Ed said, hey, how many days ago was February 27th? I said, that was 5 days ago, Chef Ed. He goes, darn it, I'm ineligible. And he hung up on me.
Hey, what does that mean?
You can only win once every 7 days.
Oh.
So Mike from Landon was actually caller 21. but
Okay,
ultimately
Mike from
our
Landon.
contestant.
I do have one critique here. I've noticed this happening all the time. Usually you throw to the open before you bring the guest on, so the open plays now.
For those of you who say Ben Brust is an idiot, here's your chance to be proven right. It's time to play Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
And the way the game's intended to be played, now we bring in our guest, Mike and Lannon. Mike, how are you today?
I'm nervous. Y'all just put the pressure on me. I was caller 21.
No, Mike, it was
Mike, you
destiny.
got it.
It was destiny.
Let me review the rules.
I feel that. I'm ready.
I love it, Mike. Let me review the rules. I'm going to throw it to Joshy. 15 questions in 90 seconds to get as many answers correct as you can. You're allowed to say pass, and we'll come back to it if you get through the rest. If you beat Ben Brust, you're going to win a $25 gift. Well, you're going to win an ESPN Wisconsin prize package. That is how you play Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Presented by Lakeland University.
Alrighty, Mike. You ready to do this? You feeling good?
Yes, sir.
All right,
I'm ready.
I believe in you. I'm going to count you down here. We're going to start the questions as soon as we hear the timer. Mike and Lannon, and Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? In 3, 2, 1. What does DC in Washington, D.C. stand for?
District of Columbia.
What does MTV stand for?
Music, television, pass.
Who was the president of the United States during the Civil War?
Abraham Lincoln.
Who is the lead singer of the Rolling Stones?
Keith Richards.
What is the only continent with land in all 4 hemispheres?
Antarctica.
What day of the week does Mardi Gras always fall on?
Day of the week?
Yes.
Tuesday? Tuesday.
What is the only U.S. state that is an archipelago? Archipelago.
Pass.
Archipelago.
Pass.
There we go. What is the period of 40 days leading up to Easter called in Christianity?
Lent.
What is the capital city of Louisiana?
Baton Rouge.
Who is the current host of The Tonight Show?
Damn. Pass.
In the game of
wait,
chess,
Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon.
In the game of chess, which piece can only move diagonally?
Diagonally is the rook. Rook.
That'll do it here. I don't know if we have an answer here on the correct amount of answers. I got hung up on archipelago.
You really did.
Archipelago.
So,
I do it every
we need
time.
to discuss one. So
What is it?
MTV, he said music, television, which is the answer.
But then he said pass.
Then he said pass. So we did not score that correct?
We can't. He passed on it. He gave the answer, but then he said pass.
Yeah, I think we have to because
he said pass.
If my memory serves me correct, Ben Brust has gotten the right answer and passed, and we didn't give it to him. So, it
all
feels
right,
fair.
so that is a 6th spot for
How
Mike
do I
and
say?
Landon.
What do I say?
I don't even know what that
Archipelago.
is.
Archipelago.
What is
Okay,
an
I had it.
archipelago?
It's a group of islands.
Joshy,
Don't say it.
behind the curtain here?
Yeah.
We talked about this 4 hours ago.
You guys don't have that where you read a word and it's like a unique word, and then you think about it, and then you say it wrong because you think about it.
I do it all the time.
It's a reversion.
Yeah.
For
Joshy,
sure.
make sure you hide your paper when he walks in behind you.
I'm not moving out of your seat, Ben Brust. You are playing a road game today, since I'm the since I'm the inventor, creator, mastermind behind this game here.
No, wasn't that Ron in the key?
He likes to claim credit for it. It spawned all because Homer used to do a very difficult trivia, and I said, "What if we
Well, he
made
still
it?"
does, Rain
Yes.
Man.
What if we do the easiest ever trivia for Ben Brust? And it ended up way better than you could ever imagine.
My favorite part about this is Josh and Alex Strofe were basically doing this together. Brad folded a piece of paper and has wrote nothing on it the entire time. And Kyle's just here for the ride.
I was going to write the answers if I knew them, but then I was like, wait a minute. Then Ben, who's sitting right here, will be able to see them.
I was actually listening very closely this time.
Oh, good for you. Like you should be doing it every time.
No, I mean, I'm here for color commentating.
Color what?
Yeah, what was
color
that?
commentating. Commentary.
Brad, I'm just going to throw to you when that word comes up, and you have to pronounce it.
I got you.
In that question.
No, you got to give it another try, just like you did it for our good friend Mike and Landon.
I'll give it another try.
I'll speak in your ear if you need it.
Thank you.
Whoa. Collusion.
Oh, here he go.
It's to your benefit.
You're already thinking of ways of why
Well, no, actually, believe it or not, with Josh DiMaggio here, I feel like the integrity of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust will be held to its highest standard because since these three buffoons, Josh, have taken over, they've changed so many things.
This is called the lash out. He has not won yet in the calendar year. He's 7-1.
I
Ben,
listen.
This isn't his first rodeo hanging out with me.
Ben, shut up and lock in. You have a chance this week.
I did critique them on the order, even Strofe, and the way that they bring in this segment. Had to tell them the right way to do it.
Thank you, Josh.
Skeleton and Brust brought this to the world. We had a well-oiled machine. These two, I don't really know what they're doing here.
I don't
Looking
either.
pretty. Brad helped me pronounce a word. Kyle's just kind of looking at me.
I didn't know what the word meant. So he said it, and I literally
He's getting
don't know what
paid
that is.
for 15 minutes of nothing.
Yes,
is what it is.
It's it's a little break. A well-deserved break. Hell, all that's what they be having me do.
Before we let more time go here, we can get it started. Ben Brust, are you ready?
Oh, wow, direct.
Oh, he's bid.
No, I just like
answer
making
the
Joshy
question.
laugh. You guys gotta relax. This is Joshy and Ben time.
Oh, okay. You better not take a L.
Do not let him pull this
I'm not
over
letting
you.
him
He's
pull this
not.
over me.
He's having some fun.
He's trying to butter you up,
Don't
Joshy.
let him butter you
Don't
up.
let him
I
do
mean,
Tighten
I'm not
up.
going to give him easier
And again,
questions.
guys, you guys act like Josh doesn't want me to lose
Yes.
more than you guys want me to
I've
lose.
been rooting for him to lose for 6 years.
Yes, forever. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the Benny and Joshy
Ben
show.
Brust, how you feeling today? Give me a rundown. How's the brain ticking?
Synapses are firing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Synapses are firing?
Yeah.
Let's ask the room. How do we feel about Ben's synapses today?
They're firing. I'll say that. I don't know if they're firing in the right direction, but they're firing.
Are they making incorrect connections in the brain?
Yes, I mean, the poll of the 49ers was a little rough for me when I was reading it. I said 49% of the 49ers. Chargers are leading the way, 24%. 49% is the Niners at 17%. 49% is the... Yes, they're firing, Josh.
Yeah, they're going.
All right, see what we got.
You will be proud I only messed up one word because reading. I told them.
Reading's not a specialty. At least he joined and put that prereq out there.
Reading on the air, not my game. Never has been like this for a while, but it was one pronunciation. I was fine. All right, Ben Brust, you ready?
Yes.
All right, Ben Brust, and are you smarter than Ben Brust? In 3, 2, 1. What does DC in Washington, D.C. stand for?
District of Columbia.
What does MTV stand for?
Music, television, video.
Who was the president of the United States during the Civil War?
Abraham Lincoln.
Who is the lead singer of the Rolling Stones?
Led Zeppelin.
What is the only continent with land in all 4 hemispheres?
Antarctica.
What day of the week does Mardi Gras always fall on?
Tuesday?
What is the only U.S. state that is an archipelago?
Pass.
What is the period of 40 days leading up to Easter called in Christianity?
Lent.
What is the capital city of Louisiana?
Pass. Shut up, Kyle.
Who is the current host of The Tonight Show?
Jimmy Fallon?
In the game of chess, which piece can only move diagonally?
I mean, it's the tall one with the little dimple on the top. Knight.
What do they call that? Dimple?
What is the name of a baby goat?
A baby goat.
Which U.S. city was the first to host the modern Olympic Games?
Atlanta?
What instrument did Louis Armstrong mainly play?
The saxophone.
Who was the 4th president of the United States?
John Adams.
Do we want to go back here to the top? Who is the lead singer of the Rolling Stones?
He gave an answer.
I gave an answer.
Okay.
That was close.
No, he won.
He went cold at the end. Cold.
Oh, I thought you answered confident. I believe
I thought I was crushing
I thought you were cooking it too at the end.
The last half was
Lost
just,
by 1. It was a 5 spot.
Oh, wow. What did you get wrong at the end?
I don't know
all of them?
But because I came in here and I was all crazy because Josh was here.
Oh, excuses.
No.
Excuses.
You guys don't even know what I'm going to say. You guys are lashing out at me.
I didn't say a word.
I was going to say I want to tell everyone about Potawatomi Casino Hotel. We'll get the answers on the other side. So we get ample time with Josh DiMaggio. I'm just cutting into his dog walking time. Over at the Potawatomi Sportsbook, 2,000 square foot video wall, kiosks all over the place. Can't miss it. Use my rewards cards. Put it in there. Placed a big bet on the Brewers over 83.5 wins. Went to Pato Sportsbook, in which Joshy and I will be there on Wednesday for the weekly wager.
Yes, sir.
6 to 7 on 94.5 ESPN. And the over-under's up to 84.5. So got some good value there. Have fun. Build your bets at paysbig.com/sportsbook. Bet above the rest at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. They have great food, unbelievable service. They even had a table reserved for Kyle, and they said, is this the party for Kyle Wallace?
They sure did. She walked by. My friends were very impressed. We had a great time at Pato Sportsbook.
Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Check them out. The answers of Are You Smarter Than Ben Bruston? I want to know where I fell off the cliff. Next.
You're listening to Kyle Bruston Nortman.
We've called him Whitey Tighties. We've called him the Hall Monitor. He's Jesse Nelson. Like, he's just, I am Jesse Nelson. Kyle, you're Jesse Nelson.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
So far, we're looking pretty good. We've got a little bit of a backup northbound 43 right around the North Avenue curve up towards Keith. Southbound slowing from just south of Keith down towards Center Street. Westbound 94, a little backed up from west of 25th Street into the Stadium interchange. A little more of a delay on southbound 43 right through the Marquette. Escape to the Knickerbocker on the lake. Enjoy stunning lake views, luxurious rooms, and exceptional dining. Experience timeless charm and modern luxury in the heart of Milwaukee. Book your stay at knickerbockeronthelake.com. And check in the TMJ for Storm King forecast. Tonight, rain likely with the low of 41. Tomorrow, rain switches over to snow showers, minor slushy accumulation, windy with a high of 46, but the temps will be falling in the afternoon. Weather's brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee, packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Loziga on 94.5 ESPN.
How would you like to own a jewelry store? Kessler's Diamonds is an employee-owned company.
And Kessler's is growing. Are you the kind of person we're looking for?
Does it make you happy to make other people happy? Are you a problem solver?
Would you like to wake up every morning knowing that you're going to help a lot of people find joy today?
Kessler's Diamonds is people serving people. Keep in mind that Kessler's is owned by its employees. So let me ask you this. Are you a good enough leader that you can be an owner who leads other owners?
Don't worry, you don't have to know about diamonds. We can teach you about diamonds. But the people we're looking for aren't looking for a job.
Did someone pop into your head just now? Do you think you might know who we're looking for?
Give that person a call.
Send them an email. Tell them to walk into Kessler's Diamonds and say to the person who greets them,
I think I want to work here.
Welcome to Kessler's. A fantastic place to buy jewelry and a wonderful place to work.
For the store nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis. To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today.
That weird Wisconsin weather is here. Snow one day, sun the next. But you can always count on Tsunami Express to keep your car clean. With 6 locations across southeastern Milwaukee, Tsunami Express helps fight that salt, grime, and mud with powerful vacuums and state-of-the-art wash technology. Technology like their best-in-class T2 with graphene for a long-lasting shine and protection. Stop at any Tsunami Express location and get your first wash free when you sign up online at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat. Terms and conditions apply. First wash free for new members only.
You can accomplish quite a lot in 6 years. You go from changing diapers to dropping your child off at school. You can get a bachelor's and a master's degree. And you can take up to 6 years to pay off your brand new Pella windows and doors at 0% interest. You get so much more than stunning windows and doors. It's the Pella experience. Talk about quality control. Pella manufactures, sells, installs, and services every product. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 3/8/25.
Want to know where the snow is? Snow River Mountain Resort in Michigan's UP is buried in it over 125 inches of pure natural powder this season alone. Skip the airport hassle and head to the UP's only resort with high-speed lifts. We're talking deep snow, zero crowds, and a season that stretches well into April. Why fly south when winter's best-kept secret is right here in your backyard? Make this spring break legendary at Snow River Mountain Resort. Snow River Mountain Resort, where the snow stays longer and the lines move faster. Visit snowriver.com to book now.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
All right, congrats to Mike and Lannon, who has just made me 0-8-1 in the calendar year of 2025. And Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
It's terrible.
I mean, there was a point I was 7 games above 500.
And then I arrived.
I mean,
all right. I mean, here we go.
I mean, when you first started, you and I had a sit down about how to improve.
Yeah, you were like
he misremembered how the everything went. He became Roger Clemens.
We had that sit down.
It has changed since then.
Yeah, it worked.
You're giving him layups.
Hey, coaching works sometimes, Brad. Sometimes.
All right, so we're going to have Josh DiMaggio read, so I apologize because it's not a strength, but he has to go through the answers now of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust, in which I lost 6-5. Well, I feel like when I give it my best effort, I can go home and lay the head down.
So
when
do you not give your best effort?
Well, I was just saying, like,
most of the time.
I had said my brain was firing, and it was firing. It just was firing the wrong answers today, and that happens.
You sounded confident, though.
That's what I'm saying.
I give you credit for that.
All right, let's start off here with the questions and the answers. What does D.C. and Washington, D.C. stand for? I believe you both got this. District of Columbia.
And then he gets paid to clap at the next segment.
Somehow, both of you missed just the most obvious. What does MTV stand for? Music, television.
You know, the V is for television, not television vision. That's what you said.
It's television.
You said, didn't you say
music, television,
video.
Video.
Oh, yeah.
It's better than vision. I didn't say vision. Okay, it's bad. I should have got it.
Who was the president of the United States during the Civil War? That is Abraham Lincoln.
Good job. No, that's good. You know history.
Who is the lead singer of the Rolling Stones? Now, you said Led Zeppelin.
Crazy.
I believe, yes, they are. Yeah. Infamously. One of the most famous rock bands in the history.
I've seen T-shirts.
Might be an all-time bad answer.
Yeah. I believe he gave a member of the Beatles as the lead singer of the Rolling Stones.
No, he said Keith Richards, which I believe is the guitarist.
Keith Richards. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That is the.
Is it Mick Jagger?
Maybe guitarist.
It is Mick Jagger. How I know better than you? I didn't grow up listening to this music.
Neither did I.
But
Ben listened to Donna Summers.
Yeah, but also
Annie Lennox.
Donna Summer.
Ben's talked nonstop about his big outing at the Maroon 5 concert last year.
When have I talked about that?
Maroon 5, famous.
If anything, I texted Josh after. I was
like Jagger.
But I told Josh after the Maroon 5 concert at Summerfest, I was like, now that Josh is taking me some jam bands, regular concerts just don't hit the same.
Just ain't cutting it.
Oh, wow.
I'm a concert elitist now.
Yeah, you got to go with Greg Skells and I. We bring the special performance there to any concert. What is the only continent with land in all 4 hemispheres? That is Africa.
That makes sense.
If you look,
and
I believe that.
And like the
Time out. Wait a minute. Why'd you say hemisphere?
Like
what
northern,
changed?
southern, western, eastern.
So what was going through your mind when you said Antarctica?
I just thought like portions, like Antarctica reaches all the way across. Like it was 4 sections.
Across what? Yeah.
The world.
What does that mean?
Meaning like it covers the left, the middle, the right.
It's a globe, man. It's a globe.
All right.
What do you mean?
Here.
What are you trying to say?
Hang on. Give me the floor. Give me the floor.
You talking about what you see?
Hang on. Give me the floor. So by no means am I a flat earther. But I was looking at, but I was viewing that.
Oh boy!
But I was visualizing a map, like a flat paper map, and Antarctica over that map covers a lot of area of all like left, middle, right. This one was high, low, left, right.
So
I'm more confused.
The Antarctica answer would mean they met at the top of the globe, and then there was all 4 sides there, I guess is what you're trying to...
No, that's not what I'm trying to say.
He saw a way to save this.
Trying to help?
Antarctica's bigger on the map, so it confused him.
It's a lot of land.
He forgot it. We're a round
No, I'm saying it starts far left and goes far right.
Just quit while you're ahead.
What day of the week does Mardi Gras always fall on? That is a Tuesday.
That'd be today.
Today. Fat Tuesday.
Ben, if I say archipelago, what would that word mean to you?
So it sounds like this is gonna be crazy. It's not gonna make any sense, but it sounds like a remote oil rig in the ocean.
No, those are oil rigs. Those are offshore oil rigs.
How did you wait a minute? What about the word? 'Cause I didn't know what this meant either, but I didn't go that far.
You guys just asked me to guess, so I'm guessing.
But oil rig? What made you think that had to do with oil?
Yeah, that's very specific.
What's the word? Specific. Archipelago, you said?
Archipelago.
Do you guys not remember covering this in middle school?
Yeah.
We learned about plateaus and archipelagos.
Isthmuses,
geography.
fjords.
Yeah,
I remember those. The
I didn't know what isthmus was till I moved to Madison.
The archipelago definitely went over.
Even when I lived in Madison College, I was like, "What's the isthmus?"
The most interesting thing that I discovered while doing the segment with Ben Brust is it seems like he just missed vast swaths of school. There's stuff that you would figure is just.
Have you heard about his book, his journal?
Hold on. Ben, you just said you didn't know what the isthmus was until you moved to Madison. What is the isthmus? Talk to our friends on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Is this where you have a city that
The answer's already no.
City has nothing to do with it.
Well, it has something to do with the city being surrounded by water.
Kind of, but not really.
Passing grade?
No. It has nothing to do with city. It is a strip of land covered, surrounded by two sides of water.
A thin strip
Mendota
of
and
land.
Monona.
Yeah,
Correct.
That's the Isthmus of Madison. Yes.
And
That's
if
our
it were
knowledge.
on three sides, it would be a.
Give me help.
Starts with a P.
Peninsula.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was gonna say penicillin, but
Archipelago is a grouping of islands. So you know how there's all the different islands of Hawaii, which would have been the correct answer.
if I had paid attention in school, I would have got this.
Big if.
Yeah. I have to wonder what you did pay attention to.
Basketball.
The answers that would get me a B or C on the test.
What is the period of 40 days leading up to Easter called in Christianity? That is Lent.
Good job.
That's Catholicism.
What do you do in Lent for Lent?
Again, I'm non-denominational.
You
so this
give
is
up
me.
something, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you just give up something for that amount of time.
Capital city of Louisiana is Baton Rouge.
Oh.
The current host of the Tonight Show is Jimmy Fallon.
You got that one. That was it.
In the game of chess, the piece that can only move
Hey,
diagonally.
do you want my Slumdog Millionaire Jimmy
boy.
Fallon Tonight Show brain?
Wait, is that really a Slumdog Millionaire? I mean, there's 4 night people. You just got to guess which one.
I know, but I don't watch it. I just get on YouTube and there was this one. They do songs where
That's not Slumdog. It literally is a big part of the show. Where
I
they
know,
do
but I
the
only
whole
see it on
music.
YouTube. I've never watched the
Okay,
show.
but on
Ariana
YouTube is
Grande and Kelly Clarkson, they just jam out together.
Is a depiction of, it literally is from the show. It says the Tonight Show there.
What does Slumdog Millionaire have to do? Do you watch a clip of?
Sean in Beaver Dam, I'm being told to take you to save myself on the Carbless Talking text line. Sean, welcome in. Archipelago.
It's archipelago. It's lago at the end. Archipelago.
I have never heard it called an archipelago.
See, I don't know.
What are your credentials?
No.
If you're not a
sorry?
cartographer or some sort of land studies specialist, I don't know if I believe you.
My credentials are I'm a educated man.
Get him out of here.
No, Sean.
Scram.
Sean. Wait.
Scram.
Archipelago. Archipelago.
Ooh.
Archipelago.
Sounds like I'm right.
Sounds like Sean from Beaver Dam
Archipelago.
isn't as educated. Hey, Sean is great. Just because Beaver Dam doesn't listen to you in the mornings.
The chess piece that can
Archipelago.
only move diagonally is a bishop.
Oh, yeah. He's in a
That's
church.
like the horse, right?
What is the name of a
No.
baby goat? Ben, you have one of these.
What do you mean?
The name of a baby goat. You have one of
You
these.
do have one of these.
On me?
Not currently.
Usually, when you're not at work.
Interesting.
How?
You might have a picture
kid.
of it.
It's just called a kid?
Kid.
Oh, come on.
You've had this before.
Stupid question.
The U.S. city to first host the modern Olympics is St. Louis, Missouri.
How did St. Louis pull that
It was,
off?
it was,
LA.
it was
The
1904.
1904 Olympics. You got it, Kyle. Nicely done.
Somehow Ben Brust does not know the only thing about everyone knows about Louis Armstrong is that he plays a trumpet. Very famously, a picture of him with cheeks blown out as he's playing.
Never seen that picture.
Did you take legendary performers with Lacrone at Madison?
Brad,
Yeah,
I
cheated.
Shazammed everything.
Wait, you were Shazamming in class?
Yeah, so the way in this, Shazam just came out. I'm well ahead of the times here. So they'd play songs, and you have to fill out on your sheet what the song name was, and everyone would just look at me because I would Shazam it and then show everybody.
Huh. Oh, that Mr. Wasn't it Laurent?
He was the band director. Dr. Michael Lacrone.
He was blind.
No, he was great. All you had to do is go, hey, what's up, Lacrone? Before a basketball game, be like, hey, are you in my class? Yeah,
had your
big
phone
bands.
out, you Shazammed, and you showed
I mean, one
everybody in
time he
class.
looked up to me and pointed, and he goes, no.
You froze.
Isn't it just beautiful to be an athlete where you're just outwardly cheating and then no.
Meanwhile, Brad was an athlete and studied for those.
I did.
Loser.
I listened to them. I remember them, studied them. I still have memories.
What was your
those.
favorite tune you discovered in that school class?
Probably Sing, Sing, Sing by the Benny Goodman Band.
Well, he actually still remembers it.
What a
like
dork.
15 years ago, Brad. My goodness.
Brad is more
That's a classic song.
Brad is more along the lines of people who attended school that retained anything.
Maybe In the Mood by Glenn Miller. Also a great. That's classic. In the Mood, classic.
Over my head. Don't know what you're talking
All right,
about.
we got to get through these answers.
That's the last one. Nope. Who was the fourth president of the United States? I don't know what you said.
John Adams.
You got it right.
John Adams is the answer to every question.
James Madison.
Little big bands? Yeah, where's my phone?
This is Sing, Sing, Sing.
Yeah.
Shazam. It's a banger.
Were you listening to this before getting ready for games?
Of course. I'm slapping my knee. Like, here we go. Bring in the trumpet.
Lost in all this is the fact that Ben Brust sucks.
This drum solo is elite.
That's
elite
never-
drum
Oh
solo.
my God, this drum solo's elite.
Elite.
It's a great
There's like a 1 minute drum
Brad,
solo.
you're coming to fish in Chicago with Josh DiMaggio and Greg Scalzo and
I don't know. I don't know how much fun Brad would have. I think he'd just be looking around in
Would
amazement.
I be just shocked?
Yes.
Jaw on the
I don't
ground.
think you have any idea.
I think Kyle would be the same place.
Fish is the one that has the little Jesus thing on the back of the car, right?
It looks like a
fish.
Yeah.
And people put Jesus in there. Why?
Not related.
Yeah.
There's
Oh.
a Jesus fish.
Not related at all.
As a kid, I'm like, wait a minute. Jesus and fish in the bag. I didn't know.
Yeah, he'd be very
It
confused,
is
Josh.
similar iconography. That
I
is
go there
correct.
thinking I'm about to get some religious.
You know, you're out of here. Too many big words from Josh
Iconography.
DiMaggio. Get out of here. Too many big
Archipelago.
words.
These words are too big for me.
Archipelago.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman. We bid adieu to
Why,
Josh
how'd you slow it down
DiMaggio.
like that?
And Alex,
Archipelago.
I'm trying to
what
reset
sounds
the
like-
show. This isn't Sunday Karma Strophe.
There's no order here. It's complete chaos.
We love chaos.
Palermo's frozen pizza is absolutely amazing. And you know why? Because we continue to bring offers to the table for all of you to take advantage of. March 5th through the 11th. So starting tomorrow, you heard me. Starting tomorrow, this is amazing. Festival Foods, Scream Sicilian Tavern Style, 2 for $9. 2 for $9. Pizza, 2 for $9. 2 for $9. Get it at your festival food grocery store. Buy one, get one. Now, that's something that we're screaming about, Kyle. You're a big buy one, get one guy. Metro Market, pick and save.
Kyle.
That's going to be March 12th through the 18th, so stay tuned for all these delicious Palermo's Screaming Sicilian.
2 for 1.
2 for $9 Tavern Style at Festival Foods. 2 for $9 Tavern Style at Festival
That's
Foods.
$4.50 a piece. That's a steal.
Steal. Get there now, courtesy of Palermo's. All right. I take the reins back. Goodbye, Josh DiMaggio. Next.
Archipelago.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN.
I think it's clear.
Yeah, and if Doc replicates what Booty did last year, or all I'm saying
Come on, guys. His name is Coach Bud.
if he replicates
Coach Booty.
what Coach Bud
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Things are slowing down westbound 94 from about 20th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound's got a little bit of a heavy ride leaving the stadium interchange all the way to about 27th. Northbound 43 backing up from Kilbourne all the way to Keefe. Southbound from Keefe to Center, and then from Fond du Lac Avenue down through the Marquette. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco, Fisco, Fisco. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, rain likely with a low of 41. Tomorrow, rain to snow showers, then minor slushy accumulation. Windy with a high of 46, but the temperatures fall in the afternoon. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Introducing the newest carbless flavor, Mango Vodka. Flavored with the essence of the ripest, freshest mangoes, Carbless Mango Vodka will transport your taste buds to a sunny beach getaway. New flavor, still the same carbless crafted cocktails with 0 carbs, 0 sugars, and only 100 calories. Enjoy a refreshing vodka cocktail without the guilt. 4 packs of the new Carbless Mango Vodka cocktail are available in stores near you. Find your bliss today at drinkcarbless.com and escape with every sip.
Whether you're about to graduate high school or have been in the workforce for years, it's time to take control of your future. Welcome to Lakeland University, where you call the shots. We use our flexible learning formats to customize your degree path. In-person, online, and virtual classes are all available. Lakeland University is designed around you, your goals, your schedule, your future. You can even earn up to 25% of your degree via paid work experiences. Ready to take control of your future? Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Visit lakeland.edu/ESPN to learn more.
Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Kyle Walls for Universal Windows Direct. Tax season is here, and what better way to reinvest in your home than with brand new energy-efficient windows? During Universal Windows Direct tax time sale, you can save big now. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and there's no limit. Need 4? You only pay for 2. And here's something that will make your wallet even happier. Pay no interest until 2030. Schedule your free in-home estimate or visit universalwindowsdirect.com, and like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Strong mind, strong body, and strong communities. That is what you need to know about the Princeton Club, and that is what you can achieve at the Princeton Club of New Berlin. When you walk in there, you will feel completely motivated to better yourself just like everyone else is doing. I've done personal training. They have saunas. They have workout classes. They have basketball courts. They have indoor-outdoor swimming pools. It all starts with a tour. Check it out. You're going to fall in love. Free childcare with the membership, open 24/7. Check out the Princeton Club of New Berlin. Get your tour and take that small step to a bigger journey for a better tomorrow. That's at theprincetonclub.net.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to the A to Z savings event at AutoZone. What are you working on today?
Yeah, I need to change my oil. I want to get a full synthetic oil.
How about Pennzoil Platinum? It's the only oil made from natural gas.
Sounds great. How much for an oil filter?
Oh, that's free.
What?
The filter is free with the oil.
Free? Really?
Really, free. It's just part of our A to Z savings event at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Your old or broken phone can let you down when you need it most. Perfect. But at Verizon, trade in any old phone from our top brands and get the most for it, up to $2,000 in value for an amazing new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence and a new line on My Plan, and iPad and Apple Watch Series 10. That's like a 3-for-1. And you can get it on any plan. At Verizon, trade in your old phone for a brand new iPhone 16 Pro, iPad, and Apple Watch. The other guys won't give you that. Visit Verizon.com today. Additional terms apply. Service plan required for Apple Watch and iPad. Up to $2,000 value based on iPhone, iPad, and Apple Watch.
You're listening to Kyle Brust-Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Archipelago.
Parent Trap.
Archipelago.
One of the many areas that this song has left its mark. It's a banger. This was the biggest song of the 1940s. Think about that.
I love that you're so proud that you paid attention in school, Brad Nortman.
I remember this song clearly.
Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, reliving
scatting.
Well, I think scatting might be what might be good for that voice. Do the ba ba ba. So yeah,
yeah. It gets worse as you go. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and text line. List is more. See us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Now, with Aaron Rodgers at the end of the career and still not having a home, it's kind of the end of an era, you know, like as Aaron passes through the NFL journey. I was going to say away from the NFL journey, but I didn't want to say that.
No, he's still alive. He's still well.
Brad, there's a lot of quarterbacks right now under 30 years old. So without further ado, I've been saying that a lot. You can add that to the list of things I've been saying a lot, Strofe. Without further ado, Brad Nortman has his top 10 quarterbacks under 30 years old.
Yeah, and here's why this is important. It's because quarterbacks are defined by the generation that they're in, right? You think about the 90s, and yeah, like Favre, Aikman, Elway, Young, and Kelly, and even the Rodgers generation, Brady, Manning, Rodgers, Roethlisberger, Breeze. There's a crop of quarterbacks that define a generation, and I'm wondering, is Jordan Love good enough to be able to be a quarterback that defines a generation? And the generation of quarterbacks now under 30 are pretty unbelievable. So without further ado, as Ben Bruss said, let me give you my top 10 quarterbacks under 30 years old. Starting with number 10. Number 10, C.J. Stroud.
Oh, wow.
C.J. Stroud,
Yeah.
2 years in the NFL. He's been accomplished, a little bit of a sophomore slump, a little bit of a regression, but has kind of struggled in the playoffs. Good, but 10 on the list. Number 9. Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's number 9. Again, he's had quality, consistent years. He hasn't shined in the big moments, though. He's struggled in the playoffs. Number 8, Jordan Love.
Uh-oh.
Number 8's Jordan Love. Now, maybe not as high as we all think, but if you look at his 2 years of starting, that's pretty good compared to the guys on his list. But he's got...
You got him lower?
He's got some
No,
flaws.
he's got Palm. I know why it's Palm. Keep going.
He's got some flaws that Jaden Daniels at number 7 has already surpassed.
Yep.
He's gotten further in the playoffs. He's gotten more recognition from awards. He has better stats than him. He already
Uses his legs.
He already has more playoff wins than Jordan Love. He has done more in his one season than Jordan Love has done in his 2. Brock Purdy, number 6, talking about doing more. Been to a Super Bowl, better statistically in every category than Jordan Love.
Oh, wow.
He has been to NFC Championship game, the Super Bowl, and yes, he struggled a little bit without his guys.
Oh, he struggled with a sorry team, huh?
But everybody regresses a little bit, but you can't deny what Brock Purdy has done to give him number 6. Number 5, Joe Burrow. Now, he is excellent. His stats are outstanding.
This list is terrible.
Okay, you'll have your opportunity. Number is Joe Burrow. He's been to a Super Bowl, but no MVP, and he's got a little bit of an injury bug. Number 4, Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl MVP, second MVP voting 2 years ago, and he's just a stud. Number 3, Josh Allen, your new NFL MVP, but hasn't been to a Super Bowl, but it's unbelievable. Lamar Jackson, number 2 MVPs, and the GOAT of our generation is Patrick Mahomes at number 1. So to review, from 1 down to 10, Mahomes, Lamar, Allen, Hurts, Burrow, Purdy, Jaden Daniels, Jordan Love at number 8, Justin Herbert, and Stroud at number 10.
So you use playoff wins and Super Bowls to justify things, but you put
plays a role.
But you put Josh Allen ahead of Joe Burrow, who Joe Burrow has actually been to a Super Bowl sooner in his career, correct?
Yeah, he's been to one Super Bowl, but Josh Allen has done more than Joe. He's got an MVP. He's done more. He's been more consistent than Joe.
All right,
Burrow.
forget the rest of the list. I want to know how you feel about Jordan Love being 8.
Yeah, Jordan Love's a little low at 8. I mean, I don't have him too much further up. I have him at number 6.
Well, do you have a 10?
Yeah, I have a 10. I sure do have a 10.
All right, let's compare 10s.
All right, so number 10, I'm going to
Be quick, though.
Number 10, I'm going to have C.J. Stroud because C.J. Stroud is a very good quarterback, so I got him number 10. Number 9, Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield gets disrespected. The man threw for 40-plus touchdown passes this year. You got to put him in the top 10. He's proven that he's top 10 worthy. Then number 8 is Jaden Daniels. I'm not a prisoner of the moment. He's rising, but he hasn't arrived quite yet. That's who's going to be number 8. Justin Herbert. He's number 7 just because he has been consistently pretty dang good, but he has not shown he is elite yet. Number 6 is where I have Jordan Love. We already know what I feel about Jordan Love. He's creeping up there. He's coming. And this year they signed Devontae Adams. He will be arrived. Number 5 is going to be Jalen Hurts. Number 4 is Josh Allen. Number 3 is Joe Burrow because he deserves to be in the top 3. Then you have Lamar at number 2. And, of course, Patrick Mahomes at number
The fact that you don't have Purdy on the list is a joke.
Purdy's not on the list.
The fact that you don't have him on the list is a joke.
No, Brock
He
Purdy
has done more statistically than about half those quarterbacks. He's been to a Super Bowl.
When has he led a team that had a lot of guys out?
Well, how is that for anybody?
You put him
It's
on
time
a
for
bad
Alex
football team.
Strofe.
He's no good.
You guys gave the list. It's time for Alex Strofe and I to reveal who we think's list is better.
Okay.
I think undoubtedly, and it pains me to do this, Kyle Wallace has a much better list than Brad Nortman.
Cook, baby, cook.
Yeah, I agree.
Cook, baby. Who needs to punt in the NFL to know football?
Dance, he just did a dance where he was like lassoing above his head.
Yeah, it was very suggestive.
And now I want to remove myself from Kyle Wallace's list.
Do the lasso with me. Come on, you know you want to do it. Yeah, move them hips, baby. Move them hips. We know how to dance.
We don't need to punt in the NFL to have better lists.
What a line.
Yeah, I just think it's just more balanced, and I like the way that Baker Mayfield made some recognition at 9.
He was my 11 for the record.
Jaden Daniels at 8, I think, is fair because we're going to see how real he truly is. Because
he also gave a pop to Palm.
Yeah, and I like that he said, I don't want to be prisoner of the moment because where would Jordan Love be after the end of the 2023 season on our list? Probably top 5.
Jaden Daniels had a better rookie season than Jordan Love.
We don't need your nonsense right now.
We all said we'd rather have Jaden Daniels.
I like Hurts at 5. I think he's a great quarterback.
You guys are flawed thinking. You guys are all wrong. It's okay.
Now you guys need to get over this bickering right now as we're trying to give evidence as to why Kyle's list is better. You know, you all fail. Strofe and I would come up with a better list.
Where's Love to you guys? You have at 6, I have at 8.
I'll split the difference to give you 7.
That's not that great when it comes to like being in your generation quarterback.
I mean, but you're talking about the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now.
You'll always be competing with that, though.
This year is a huge year for Jordan Love to show us exactly who he is. And this is why it is especially on the shoulders of Goody to make sure that he gives Jordan Love the weapons in order to be successful.
Where did you each have Hurts?
5.
4.
Yeah, I think 5 is more appropriate.
I'm not even sure Jordan Love can crack the top 5 this year.
The reason why
he's win a Super Bowl.
The reason why Brad had him 4 and Kyle had him 5, which I liked him at 5, is again, Saquon Barkley just got extended today by the Philadelphia Eagles, upping the running back value, giving him 20 years annually, 2 years 40, and $36 million guaranteed. That's not taking away from what Jalen Hurts can do as a quarterback leading the team. It's just saying that, again, he's not the sole reason as to why.
Hurts finished higher in any given MVP voting than Burrow, and he was a Super Bowl MVP.
Well, your eyes can say something different. My eyes tell me that if they had a defense, Joe Burrow would have a better opportunity to shine. So I'm taking that into account when I'm looking at quarterbacks as a whole, not piggybacking off of
Judge Bruss is really good right now.
Thank you.
Really
Thank you.
good.
A guy whose mind isn't firing right today, you want him on your side?
It flipped. It flipped.
Yeah, something happened.
Kyle gave me a talking to in the break, and then it flipped. Now, here's where it flipped in my life as well. My life as well.
Uh-oh, we reverting back.
We reversed back. Here's where it flipped in my life as well. Guys, we've talked about it. Keeping up with a lawn is really tough to do as one person with a, lovely fiance taking care of the baby when I go out and take care of the yard work. But now I have help. Listen up here. Weed Man. Weed Man is amazing because they're going to help me have that strong pride about my yard and the way it looks. You're going to hear us talk about it all the time because it's lush and absolutely amazing the way it's able to just glisten your yard. I need that. I got a spot in front of my front door where it's like I can't get it to look better no matter what I do. They're going to do that. They are absolutely going to do that. Neighbors are going to walk by and stare because they use pet-friendly, golf course quality fertilizer and effective weed control, all part of Weed Man's winning game plan for your yard. You can get your free quote by going to weedman.com, and you get 50% off your first treatment. Half off. Go to weedman.com. That's weedman.com. Weedman for the win. Weedman Wednesdays will be occurring for the next 3 months.
Ooh, let's go.
So tomorrow, stay tuned on YouTube for some cool-looking green Weedman potential outfits we'll be wearing. And I think you guys are getting some Weedman.
Oh, yes, yeah. I'm getting me some. From what you said about it, I said, I got to get it because I'm sick of waking up and looking at my yard and saying, yuck.
I mean,
I can't wait till he comes and I say, mwah!
And no yard is too big or too small. Even the estate is being done by the Weed Man. Think about that. I got to keep up appearances amongst the other estates. You only go to Weed Man for that.
Well, that's weedman.com and get 50% off your first treatment. More Kyle Bruston Nortman next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
Ben's pretty good at impersonations.
Hey, he's pretty good.
I either crush him or suck at him.
He's pretty good at faking it.
Yeah, being a faker.
Yeah, that's
exactly what it is.
Well, that's what acting is.
Why can't we come together?
Yeah,
you're
very creative in faking it. Good job.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Romeo. This 3-syllable, you have to take the O out of the equation. That's too easy.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Iota, right? Not one iota.
Iota. Yeah, that's only 4 letters.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
Let's pretend you're a first-time listener to Wilde and Tausch. What the hell is this? They're discussing syllables.
On 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code KIND to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code KIND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code KIND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Great impressions will exceed your expectations. Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
At Great Impressions Graphics and Printing, they've been proudly serving the community for over 26 years. From their location at the corner of 54th and Burleigh in Milwaukee, their dedication to quality and customer satisfaction has made them a trusted name in printing and design. Great Impressions offer a wide range of services, including banners, posters, yard signs, business cards, programs, and postcards. Plus, they specialize in custom apparel printing, perfect for family reunions, sports outings, business promotions, and more. For your next project, visit greatimpress.com. That's greatimpress.com. Great Impressions. They're here when you need them.
Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
UW Credit Union presents the Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Ashton Rotman with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
This week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week is Kenosha St. Joseph senior Koji Campbell. A star wrestler for Kenosha St. Joseph, the WIAA state tournament over this past weekend was a record-breaking experience for Campbell, as he won his fourth consecutive state title in wrestling. With his Division III 126-pound title match win, Campbell became the 30th boys wrestler in WIAA history to complete the four-peat. In fact, to go along with his state title four-peat, Campbell has lost just one match his entire high school wrestling career. As for the future for Koji, he hasn't decided quite yet where he's going to go, but he will be wrestling in college next season. Congratulations to this week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Kenosha St. Joseph Catholics, Koji Campbell.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after, an in-depth recap of every Bucks game in 6 minutes. No more, no less. Bucks in 6 provides game recaps for every game. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis.
Puts it on the floor, spins down the lane, and plunges it through.
Or the deep threes from Dame.
Dame time has arrived with 107.
Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, and wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
And I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
On Twitter at KBNESPN, which team do you think has the best chance to land wide receiver Davante Adams? Chargers at 20%. The 49ers are at 17%. The Packers are at 43%. And the Rams are at 20%. So really it's 2020, 2040.
Hopeful fan base,
That
baby.
is. I hope so too.
Yeah,
that would be huge.
But hopeful with reason, because we've heard from Jason Wilde. We've heard from Mark Tauscher. We are experts ourselves. And the way that we have all prognosticated this is it's not. Don't look at me because I said prognosticate. I saw
Can't help
you.
it.
I know. It's not just that it's Davante Adams' name. It's where they're at in the Packers' journey to a championship. They need a wide receiver one. They have cap space. He can mentor the young fellas. The young fellas grow. They get better naturally by watching and being around Davante in film, as he's one of the best route runners and separators in NFL history. You don't just have a chance to bring that to your team, especially when he, on K. Adams, was talking about Jordan Love when he was asked about Jaden Daniels. They said, hey, tell me about Jaden Daniels. He said, well, Jaden's nice. He reminds me a lot of Jordan Love.
And I think that's the key thing is that I don't believe we're having this type of conversation if it wasn't for the fact that he went on Kay Adams, Up and Adams, multiple times and talked about the Green Bay Packers and talked glowingly of the Green Bay Packers, but also he tweeted out his shoes being green and gold. He has been dropping little nuggets and crumbs for us to follow, and I don't think he would just do that to play with our hearts. I think he's actually doing that because there's a realistic chance that he's open to coming back to Green Bay.
I just think about if it's a tie, let's say the 49ers, the Chargers, the Rams, and the Packers all hypothetically give him the same contract. I do believe he's going to choose the Green Bay Packers, might even give them a slight, and I mean slight, discount, maybe $500,000, maybe $1 million. But this is where we talked about this when the Myles Garrett news came out, where if a team gets Myles Garrett for 2 first-round draft picks, and it's not the Packers, you'd say, what are we doing? Like, we'd easily make that trade. If Devontae Adams goes somewhere else and it's low 20s or less on a short-term deal, I would say, Goody,
I'll be sick.
What are you doing? I would be absolutely sick. So this is where Goody needs to step up and give him a fair deal because it's a perfect marriage.
I can't believe that Tausch said between $15 and $20 million. I feel like that's on the low end. That is ridiculous. We're just talking about if
Adam Schefter did join Jen, Gabe, and Chewy Mornings 94.5 ESPN. And really, Strofe, I believe, put it at that 20 number, anywhere around there. So I think Tausch, gave a range, but I think realistically, it's going to start with a 2.
If the Packers can get him for less than $23 million a year, that is a great deal.
That's a win.
That is a great deal for a guy who can arguably be a Pro Bowl receiver next year, can be one of the top receivers in the NFC North, which we have some really good receivers in this division as well. That is an absolute steal.
It'd be nice to be part of that mix. I mean, to say what you would say about the Bears, but I mean, DJ Moore was able to have 1,000 yards with Justin Fields as his quarterback.
Yeah,
and he's good. Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson are in this division. Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jamison Williams are a dynamic duo.
And don't you want to see what Jordan Love is capable of with a guy like that? I mean, that's when you can really evaluate Jordan Love. He's been nothing but babysitting for the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, I mean, we all want to see it, and you got to put your money where your mouth is. And, for me, I got to put my money where my mouth is as well because I talk about this all the time. The strong community, the strong body, and the strong mind. I'm not hitting at the clip that I want to hit right now, but every time I walk in, I'm still inspired for more. And that's at the Princeton Club. No matter how big your goals are or how small they are, you simply just got to start, and you'll find your better tomorrow. They invest in the community in the Madison and New Berlin area. They have plenty of locations in Madison. And if you're in the New Berlin area, there is no better health club in the Milwaukee area than the New Berlin Princeton Club. All the clubs are clean and spiffy, sparkly, shiny. They're the best. Free childcare with the membership, open 24/7 for your better tomorrow. Get a tour and join the Princeton Club. Big news at the Jim, Matt, and Molly front. The Molly portion of Jim, Matt, and Molly is back from maternity leave. Congrats on the twins, Molly. The Damn Sports Show in Beaver Dam with Corey and Wally's next there, and we're back on 94.5 ESPN and YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. It's Kyle Bruston Nortman with Alex Strofe in 2 minutes.
What they want you to hear. Tell me it's cool. I just don't believe it. Sell out with me, oh yeah, sell out.
Southbound 43, backing up a bit from Capitol Drive, pretty much all the way down through the Marquette, down to the KK River. We've also got some backups along the northbound side, out of the Marquette, all the way up to Keefe. Westbound 94, backing up out of the Marquette, all the way to about Hawley Road. On the eastbound side, we've got some backups basically from just before Springdale Road, all the way to Brookfield Road. Back on the brakes from 84th Street through the Stadium Interchange.